Okay, I literally just finished watching the trailer for Highguard, and I have a lot of thoughts. If you haven't seen it yet, first glance, it looks like a generic fantasy shooter. You know, magic spells, glowing eyes, the usual stuff. I almost clicked off based on that alone. Then I started paying attention to the actual gameplay, the way the weapons kick, the hipfire spread, just the overall rhythm of the shooting, and it felt instantly familiar. And I thought, wait, this looks a lot like Apex Legends. Then about halfway through the trailer, this massive text card drops from the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall, and suddenly it all clicked. I'm watching the slide mechanics, the way the guns kick, the speed of the sprint, and I'm realizing, okay, this is not just some random copycat. The specific pedigree is the only reason I'm still watching. You all know how good Titanfall's movement engine feels. If this team can port that satisfying, snappy physics engine into a fantasy setting, that is a massive selling point that you can't fake. So what really is Highguard? They aren't doing a battle royale, thank god. I'm so burned out on looting for 20 minutes just to die to a sniper. They're calling this a raid shooter. From what I can tell, it looks like you're fighting over this Shieldbreaker artifact. This is the cool part. You actually summon a giant siege engine to smash the enemy base. Feels like they're trying to mix Overwatch with some kind of a Destiny raid system, but with Titanfall movement. Honestly, on paper, that sounds pretty chaotic, but if they pull it off, it could be the objective-based game I've been waiting for. And of course, we have to talk about the characters, the Wardens. This is definitely a hero shooter, and it feels like the devs are looking the whole genre and just cherry-picking mechanics that are actually fun to use. Saw a lot of familiar stuff in there. This moment where a character summons this massive ice wall to block the lane, which instantly gave me a Valorant vibes. Then you got someone floating in the air and throwing magical kunai knives, which felt very Jet-inspired from Valorant. Doesn't feel like they're ripping anyone off though. Feels like they're taking the best-in-class abilities from games like Overwatch and Valorant and adapting them to fit this faster, wilder physics engine. If they can make those tactical abilities work at this speed, the skill ceiling is going to be pretty insane. Also, they showed us mounts. Usually, I absolutely hate vehicles in shooters. They always feel super clunky. But seeing a dude ride a tiger into battle, leap off, and immediately start headshotting people, it actually looks pretty sick. It really seems like they're using mount for combat initiation, not just driving around on an empty map. Arcane punk vibe, mixing railguns with magic swords. It's a little weird, I won't lie about that. It gives me flashbacks to like Battleborn or Paladins. I just hope the art style doesn't scare people off before they try the gameplay. Here's the wildest part though, the release date. The game's gonna come out January 26, 2026. That is basically the next month, and they just announced it. It's already dropping in a few weeks. They must be pretty confident with the game that it's actually ready to be released, and it's going to be free to play. Look, if they're watching Concord crash and burn because they tried to charge 40 bucks, this is the only move that makes sense. It's low risk for us. I can download it, try the movement. If it sucks, I delete the game. No harm done. So am I hyped for the game after seeing the first trailer? I would say I'm more of a in the middle. I'm very cautious of the game. We've been burned by the next big shooter before, but I'm always up to trying new free-to-play games, so this is right up in my alley. I do hope this could bring back kind of the competitive, more objective-based gameplay like search and destroy or payload. It's really missing out on like the battle royale scene. I would love to play like an arena shooter, and I think this might be hit the spot for me. We'll see. I'm definitely going to be playing day one on the 26th. Let me know in the comments, does it look way too generic for you, or are you actually seeing the potential here with the kind of a Titanfall movement? Also, if you enjoy videos like this, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.